Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? In the world of Wuthering Waves, dual carry teams and quick swapping have been causing ripples in the meta ever since version 1.0. But with the arrival of Phoebe and Brant in 2.1, things are about to go full throttle. Is dual DPS the next big thing? Or is it just an overhyped mechanics for players with too much time on their hands? Today, let's look through the ins and outs and backflips of dual carry teams and quick swapping in Wuthering Waves, breaking down mechanics, advantages, and inevitable flaws that come with this advanced gameplay. Do note, however, that some information in this video is based on pre-released info, so please do take this video with a grain of salt. And on that note, let's proceed. Wuthering Waves has become the playground of chaos, where strategy meets rapid-fire rotations, and the latest trend seems to be all about dual carry teams and quick swapping. These mechanics, though nothing new, are being propelled into the limelight with the release of two new characters in version 2.1, Phoebe and Brant. So why is everyone talking about them? Is this just another fleeting trend? Or is dual carry about to change the game forever? Dual carry teams aren't exactly revolutionary. Players have been experimenting with them since launch. The core of this strategy revolves around quick swapping, a technique that allows you to switch characters mid-attack animation, saving valuable time while maximizing damage output and rotation speed. Sounds amazing, right? In theory, yes. In practice, it's a demanding and skill-intensive playstyle. For those willing to master it, quick swapping offers significantly higher damage compared to standard combat rotations. With dual DPS teams, the damage potential becomes exponential, provided it's executed correctly. However, this approach requires careful built units tailored to quick swapping mechanics. Moreover, it can be tedious, as DPS resonators must be swapped in and out rapidly to gain and capitalize on buffs. With the upcoming limited resonators in version 2.1, it's evident that Kuro is emphasizing quick swapping and dual DPS teams. Phoebe and Brant seem to be Kuro's way of nudging, if not outright forcing, players into adopting this high-speed playstyle. If you're still scratching your head about the concept of dual carry, let's break it down in the simplest terms. It's when you use two main DPS characters on the same team, maximizing their damage potential by constantly swapping between them. The goal is simple: double the DPS, double the fun, or so they say. But here's the catch: it's not as easy as just hitting buttons. There's a very delicate art to this, and without the ability to time your swaps precisely, you'll be losing damage faster than you can say game over. So what's the secret sauce to dual carry? It's all about swap cancels, which have been around since the dawn of Wuthering Waves. A swap cancel happens when you trigger an attack animation and then immediately switch to another character mid-attack, letting the animation play out while you set up your next big move. Think of it like a dance. The key to looking smooth is knowing when to step, twirl, and jump. And while it may sound simple enough, it's the difference between looking like a pro and being absolutely useless on the battlefield. So when did dual DPS teams actually became a thing in Wuthering Waves? When Changli was first introduced, she wasn't exactly considered a top-tier DPS. But with the right team composition, and especially with the introduction of swap cancels, she evolved into something much more. Early on, Changli was considered a flashy character, high potential, lots of fun, but her damage didn't match the output of established heavy hitters like Jinshi and Jian. In fact, many dismissed her, saying she couldn't hold her own as a hyper carry like others could. But this all changed when players began to understand how to make full use of dual carry teams. One of the things that made Changli truly shine in a dual carry setup is her ability to seamlessly swap into Shangliao's long forte circuit animation. In quick swap rotations, it's often crucial for Resonators to have enough field time to fully make use of the swap strategy, which is where Changli's long animation times become a blessing rather than a curse. When she performs her attack animations, players can swiftly swap to Shangliao, allowing them to start Forte Circuit and keep the momentum going, without wasting any precious time. As long as they return to Shangliao during the Forte Circuit's duration, the whole sequence becomes a fluid and damage-rich cycle. The mechanic was the catalyst for dual carry's rise. Many quick swapping rotations require Resonators to stay on the field for just the right amount of time to optimize their DPS potential. The quicker, the better, at least when it comes to swapping characters in and out. Hyper carries that cancel their mechanics after swapping out don't usually perform well in these rotations. Why? Because the timing is everything. Without enough time to execute their full attack rotations, those hyper carry units lose their damage potential, making them ineffective in the constant swapping of dual carries. Changli, however, works because she's not only able to capitalize on her own damage with precise timing, but also makes it easier to flow into other characters' damage window, especially Shangliao. With this synergy, players could optimize their rotations with both Changli and Shangliao, turning them into the perfect fit for dual carry teams that rely on quick, uninterrupted swaps. This is a key lesson for players attempting to master dual carry. It's not just about throwing together two DPS units. It's about understanding how to perfectly time and leverage each unit's strength to make the most out of every second on the field. It's perfect for tryhards, but not so much with casuals. Brent and Phoebe are stepping into the spotlight in version 2.1, but while both bring unique strengths, they seem better suited for separate teams rather than a single dual DPS quick swap composition. Brant, the sustained DPS king, deals damage while keeping his team alive. His kit thrives in sustained setups, making him ideal for a dual DPS team built around durability and support. In contrast, Phoebe is all about speed. Quick attack animations and spectrophrasal mechanics make her perfect for short field DPS teams that thrive on rapid swaps and burst damage. Though pairing them in a dual DPS comp is tempting, their distinct playstyle suggests they function best in separate dual carry teams rather than together. While dual carry setups promise high damage, they demand intense execution. Quick swapping requires precise timing, deep knowledge of cooldowns, and seamless buff management. A mistimed swap can disrupt the entire flow, wasting potential damage. Managing buffs between Resonators is another layer of complexity. Swap too early or too late and the key damage boosts are lost. On top of that, external factors like lag or enemy AI patterns can throw off rotations, adding to the already high skill ceiling. The strategy is a well choreographed dance, but one misstep can turn into a chaotic mess. But despite its flaws, dual carry is too ingrained in the game's core to disappear. New characters like Brant and Phoebe may redefine the playstyle, potentially pushing it to new heights. Whether dual carry becomes meta-defining or remains a niche, high-skill strategy depends on future updates. So, is dual carry the ultimate meta or just overhyped? Let's discuss. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Wuthering Waves insights. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!